Welcome to the regular council meeting for Tuesday, July 15th, 2025. It is 6:32. Ms. Monroe, if you'd like to call the roll.
Mayor Don Barnard.
Here.
Tiffany Hollis.
Here.
Ryan Green.
Here.
Dave Seelan.
Here.
Jeff Barr.
Present.
Wes Coble.
Here.
Bob Orsini.
Here. Yes, if you could please stand for the invocation and please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. Councilman Coble is going to lead us in invocation.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this day, the beauty you've blessed this country with. Please be with those that are in sickness and need your healing hand. Please be with all of us in our decisions that we make throughout the rest of this week that can impact future generations. We also praise you for living in the land of freedom and those that have paid the ultimate sacrifice. In your name we pray, amen.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ms. Derenberger, it was nice to see you stand. First on the agenda is approval of the minutes. We've received the minutes from Mr. Monroe. Anybody have any alterations or additions to it? What is the will of council?
Motion to approve is written.
I was going to do, can I ask that you,
We're doing the
6:17 and 7:10 together?
We're doing approval of agenda first.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm on the wrong thing, sorry. Skipping ahead.
You said minutes.
That was Bob, right? Someone second?
Second.
Thank you. Are all in favor?
Aye. Okay, next, action on minutes. The June 17th and July 10th can be taken in block. The June 24th, we were missing Mr. Seelan. I'm guessing everyone has read through them. Does anybody have any changes or things they'd like to see added to it?
I'm looking, can we go in chronological order from date of, because there is one thing I want to double check real quick.
Okay, June 17th.
Move to approve is written for June 17th.
Second?
Okay.
Are all in favor of approval?
Aye.
Aye.
June 24th, Mr. Seelan, you were not there. Besides Dave, anybody else have any changes or anything they want to see or added to it?
Are we doing June 24th?
Yes.
That's not the one I was worried about.
Okay.
Motion to approve June 24th, 2025 special council minutes.
I will second that.
Bob Orsini.
Yes.
Dave Seelan.
Abstain is not present.
Ryan Green.
Yes.
Tiffany Hollis.
Yes.
Mayor Barnard.
Yes.
Wes Coble.
Yes.
Jeff Barr.
Yes.
Okay, and then the July 10th. You're good. Okay, so what would council like to do on July 10th?
Approve is written.
Second?
Are all in favor of?
Aye.
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 Okay, we have a proclamation on the agenda tonight. Ms. Hollis could join me up front, and Mr. Maine, and whoever you'd like to come with you up here. We have a proclamation for you tonight. I'd like to read it. Proclamation for Lewis, Maine, a proclamation honoring the former mayor for distinguished service to the city of Johnstown, Ohio. Whereas beginning in 1813, when the city of Johnstown was established, and you weren't there, whether elected as mayor or appointed as mayor, many citizens gave the best of themselves to bring to fruition their visions for Johnstown to grow and prosper as a community. And whereas former mayor Louis Maine served the city village of Johnstown as a mayor in 1987 and 1988 to 1991, and whereas our former mayor Maine served the city village of Johnstown with distinguished and outstanding service to its citizens, and whereas former mayor Maine's service to the city village includes many worthwhile and lasting accomplishments, too numerous to name individually, and whereas former mayor Maine's outstanding service to the city and village of Johnstown reflects well upon him and the Johnstown community that he led for so many years. And whereas Mayor Louis Maine is hereby honored for his dedication, time, and effort, along with leadership and dedicated service to the citizens of the city of Johnstown, Ohio. And now therefore be it proclaimed that I, Mayor Donald Barnard, on behalf of the Johnstown City Council, call upon all of our citizens to celebrate the life and achievements of former Mayor Louis Maine and all that he gave to our community and for what we have today. Thank you for your incredible service. city today.
That's
And we
cool.
present to you.
Thank you.
So thank you for everything you've done for the city.
Thank you.
If your family would like to come up for pictures.
Yes.
Who said that?
I have no idea, sir.
Thank you.
Oh, sure, here.
Right here.
Thank you. I have to gather myself a little.
Keep a hold of them, grab
And
one.
then let's not have this. I'll stand up.
Yeah, you-
I think we should take his game.
More of this.
It's the whole thing down.
Back and 14.
Thank you, Louis.
Thank you.
And
Yeah, there I am.
Right. For disappearing a couple weeks or a couple nights a month, everyone to sit up here, right?
Hey, Bob, why does that clock say 4 o'clock?
I think it's 4 o'clock
Put
somewhere.
it, put it down on its face.
Oh, he sat in Mayor's Court before we had a magic joint more.
Make friends and influence.
Yeah, right, that's right.
Hey, Louis, at what year did we stop having the mayor sit in mayor's court?
Just turn it upside down, Bob.
1991.
1991. Yes, sir.
That, that was the year I was in office. Once he fell, the gentleman that followed me carried on the mayor's court for 5 or 6 years.
Steve Wingo. Is that his name?
Is it Steve Wingo?
I think so.
I never come up with anything.
You got it.
Remember.
Someone paid attention. Well, thank you again, Louis. Thank you for all you did for this town.
And thank you for recognizing it. It never walked to him and to all of us. Thank
Yes, ma'am. Next on the agenda, citizen comments on matters not on the agenda. Ms. Monroe, did we receive anybody?
I have one speaker slip, yes.
Okay.
Isabella? There you are.
Oh, we'll let you break the rules.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Good evening. My name is Isabella Solargi, and I'm president of local 4-H club All Creatures 4-H. This Friday and Saturday, July 18th and 19th, from 5 p.m. to 10 a.m., our 4-H club is hosting its 15th annual Box City fundraiser, and we do this to raise money for the Johnstown Food Pantry. So this fundraiser consists of all of the members standing on the side of the road, holding posters and signs, while the adults stand in the street collecting money donations. And then after that, all of the kids sleep in boxes in the town square all night long. And this is really important because it raises awareness for homelessness, and it just teaches kids about gratitude and not to take anything for granted. This year, our 4-H club is accepting Venmo donations as long as cash and check donations Friday and Saturday at the town square during our fundraiser. And this year we have a gold donors program, which is where if a person or a business donates at least $100, they will get like a certificate of appreciation, and that just shows they support 4-H, they support our community and the Johnstown Food Pantry, and they will also receive shout outs on our social media. So please drive cautiously this weekend and donate generously to our fundraiser, which will be Friday and Saturday at the Johnstown Town Square.
Awesome. Does anybody have any questions for? Thank you for coming up here and doing that, and we will support you.
Thank you.
Thanks, babe.
Have a good night.
Okay, any more citizens' comments? from you?
I did not receive any other.
Anybody else like to speak? Okay. Council committee reports. Planning and zoning 624 meeting was canceled. They met on 7/7. Their next meeting is 7/22 at 6:30. Anything to report from the planning and zoning?
Pretty quick meeting. You guys will see the annexation resolutions and ordinance tonight, so.
Design review board, they met 6/24. Their next is 7/22. Ms. Monroe, anything to report from that one?
It was a short meeting, just one application for residential home and some siding was approved.
Perfect. Facilities committee, their meeting is on August 5th at 5 PM at council chambers. Safety and services, next meeting is August 5th at 5:30 in council chambers. Finance meeting today was canceled. Our next one is August 19th at 5:30 in council chambers. And design guidelines steering committee met on July 8th. What would you like to report from that
They're
one?
continuing to work on the design guidelines draft. They talked, they had an edited copy and still working through that.
Many people show up for it?
No public,
No public?
just the board,
Okay,
yeah, and Trevor, our planner.
okay. We received director reports for water, sewer, street, and service director. Mr. Liggett, if you'd like to give your report.
Yes. Just a few items to highlight here. The water plant update, met with the construction company, Bowen. They would like to break ground in late August to get started on the new water treatment facility. So that's been a long time coming, but we're finally going to get started on that. Item number 2, wastewater plant update. June, we got very close to 60% design, and here in July, we will have a meeting to go over those designs and engineering to be at 60%. So that'll be coming later on in the month of July. Item number 4, source water assessment, which is our source water protection plan. The EPA has accepted that and approved our plan. We may have a small ceremony in the future where they come and give us a recognition for getting that done. And I would like to say that the water department got a grant to do that, to work with RCAP. So that's a $20,000 report that was taken care of through a grant and joint effort between Johnstown and RCAP. Jumping clear down to item 7, as you all know, Liberty McCracken, we did get that milled and filled and done, and I think we did a nice job on that, and the residents up there seem to appreciate the work that we have completed there. And just an update on phase 3, item number 8, the water and sanitary utilities are installed for phase 3 of the Concord East project. And any questions?
No. Anybody else? Jeff?
I got a question. On the grant, it's a
Yeah.
bigger question, not specifically to that grant. Many grants, sometimes you have to have matching dollar, et cetera. Do we have a process in place if any department within the city pursues a grant? Do we have any formal process in place?
Actually,
Or is it just a case-by-case situation with each grant that comes up
Yeah.
that, whatever it may be?
for the water and sewer department, I can speak to them. The EPA comes up with different grants all the time. The grants that I applied for here, such as the next one we'll be starting, which is a water loss program, those are not matching funds. They're
Right.
100% funded by the EPA.
Right.
Now, when we talk about the Ohio Public Works grants, those they don't require, but if you want to get awarded, you've got to see some matching funds in with those. So as far as the procedure, water and sewer, I just keep an eye and also work with our engineers to stay alerted when those come up.
I think I was asking more about the ones that require some kind of, whether it's matching or a dollar amount type thing. We, if you will, our practice has just been, as the opportunities come, it's brought forward to
Yes.
council, because many of them require a resolution from council to, so,
Generally, the Ohio Public Works is ones we do every year that we
Right.
take a look at and try to determine what project we're going to turn in.
okay.
Which you are correct. These, I just monitor when the EPA has different projects come up, and I just apply for those on behalf of the water and sewer plants.
On the wastewater plant update, they're getting close to 60% on the design stage.
Yes.
Have we come to, any kind of finality with what we need to do with certain real estate?
I was directed to have our engineers design the plant where there were 2 acres that belonged to another entity.
'Kay.
That we could go ahead and put buildings
All right.
on there. So our 60% design does show that 2 acres of the 8 acres beside us would be utilized.
I'll have an update for that for next meeting.
Thanks, Jack.
Anybody else for Chuck?
Thank you.
Okay. The chief of police submitted his report. Does anyone have any questions, or if you have any questions, if you could email him? If not, we'll just keep moving on. Tabled legislation, we have none. Public hearings of legislation, we have 3 resolutions and an ordinance. The first resolution is, I'm going to kind of tie these all together because they're all for you, right, Jamie? Okay. Resolution 2025-27, a resolution accepting annexation of 15.1 plus or minus acres, more or less, from Monroe Township, Licking County to the city of Johnstown. If you'd like to come up, Jamie, and explain, I know this went through zoning, what we're doing here.
Mayor, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
I brought up before some time ago about consent agenda. I think the next 3 items are all the same thing to the PDU, correct? I feel like these are one of the things where they're all 3 the same thing. They're just different parcels that, for efficiency, would be on consent agenda where we're passing them all 3 at once.
What did you find out on that, Ms. Monroe?
Some cities do it, some don't. We've never done it, but if you want to start, we can.
Okay. Go ahead, Jamie.
Yeah, Aaron's not here, our counsel, so my guess is I think we had to break it up just because they were, the applications for the parcels probably came in as 3 different applications.
I'm not saying to break up the applications, our procedural process.
You can do it.
Can we can just hear them all, they're all, they can still be their own item to break up in annexation.
You just want to do one vote.
It's just one vote.
Yeah.
It just saves a little time, that's all.
It's just in our council rules. It's different.
In the packet, but there's hard copies here if you want to reference them. It kind of tells the story of the way the PD's coming together and the evolution of it. My name is Jamie McNally. Thanks for hearing this. We kind of jumped one step. As you know, this is part of the plan development just north of the Intel site, and I guess what is now just southeast of the Cologic site. The Cologic site is part of the plan development. Essentially, what we're trying to do is, what we reference regularly is fill in the missing teeth and round out some of the edges for the parcel. There's a couple things I want to highlight too as these get annexed in the city. They've been approved by the county and approved by Planning Commission, or the recommendation has been provided by Planning Commission. One thing that we've been working diligently on is with LRE to relocate their substation. Right now, LRE has about 9 acres at the southwest corner of Mink and Duncan Plains. We're doing a land exchange with LRE to relocate that substation, which will be in sub-area 1. And eventually, what's not on here is we'll be adding that or making the request to add that into the plan development and annex in the city as well. That does a couple things. One, it gets a substation off of a prominent corner at Mink and Duncan Plains. It allows LRE to provide better service to some of the industrial users, and it kind of buries their substation into the plan development. And then obviously, we could probably do a highest and best use at Mink and Duncan Plains. I have no idea what's going to be, if it's going to be retail, commercial, residential, industrial yet, but I think any of those options will be better than a substation at Mink and Duncan Plains.
So they'll go to sub-area 1A.
That's correct. Yes. Which, well, no, they will be, technically, I think they're in sub-area 1C, which is the northwest corner of 1C. So LRE will be, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. And then following up on this, it's just on a different time frame, which was the former Trathen parcel. So if you go to page 3 or page 4, it looks like there's just one glaring missing tooth. That's just on a different time frame. But once that follows over the next few weeks, everything will, not everything, but all that gap will be filled in between sub-area 5 and sub-area 4. So as these get annexed into the city, we also need to zone them. One of the things you'll notice is, as part of our rezoning request that we're going to be making, is a portion of sub-areas 3 and 4, we would like to turn those into industrial rather than having those be multifamily and commercial. Part of that's driven by the market. We see a bigger demand for industrial right now. We're seeing a lot of demand and appetite from prominent users for a 100-acre site, so we think it's important that we create a 100-acre site and de-risk it so we can take it to the market. We're sharing it with some tenants and some brokers, as well as we've submitted that site on a few different One Columbus projects that are key economic drivers, some in the biopharmaceutical industry, some in advanced manufacturing. So, that's really the reason why we're eating into the multifamily and the in the commercial area. We currently have no time frame to advance the residential portion of the PD right now. In the short term, what we're really trying to do is build on Johnstown's economic base, job creation, and tax base, and we're prioritizing the industrial portion of the plan development. So,
Am I understanding it correctly? Page 1 is existing,
that's correct.
so the multifamily area, sub-area 3 goes from 70 plus to 40 plus.
70.
Acres.
Yes, that's correct, yeah.
So this original 70 acres talked about plus or minus 1,100 units?
Yeah, well, yeah, it was probably closer, a little over 1,200 based on, it
Call
was
it-
3 units per acre,
All
yeah.
right, so call it 1,200 plus?
Correct, yeah.
What's the net effect now that it's being reduced by 40 acres?
So-
How's that work out? Fast forward to me 10 years from now, if that's maybe the timeline of what this residential area looks like.
That's a good question. One is we could add to it. So if we're at 40 acres now, let's say we add the LRE piece at the end of the year or beginning of next year, and we pick up another 9 acres or so we're back up to 50.
Okay?
But that still gives us a delta of 20 acres, right?
Right?
Those 20 acres, that doesn't impact the current density bank or the rights of the density bank because those are based on the gross acreage.
Okay?
Now, that becomes a planning problem for us. Can we fit the 1,200 acres on 50 acres? It depends on the product type that we build, and it depends on the parkland. And I think at some point, we would have to sit down with the city and planning to negotiate parkland and what the product type is. Candidly, it's a little too early for us to even assess.
Understood.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to find out that we understand of reducing the existing 70 acres to 40 acres, the PDU would still allow the 1,200 plus on 40 acres, the 3 units per acre?
That's correct. I don't know if I don't know if the market would support that in the sense of, I don't know if we could build a product that would justify the sales, the price sales, or the rent to build a product type. So we run the risk of potentially building X number of units and potentially losing some of the density bank.
I think, to try to say it directly, is my concern is that we're getting 1,200 units crammed in 40 acres instead of 70 acres.
I think there's more conversation to be had
Yeah.
when that happens.
Yeah, I don't
know if we see the language of the original agreement the same.
Yeah, it's a fair question. I don't think you would cram 1,200 units into 40 acres.
Yeah, I don't want to cram
Yeah,
1,200 units.
and I don't think we would either.
Okay.
Yeah.
Setbacks, green space, all those things still apply.
Yeah.
Those 40 acres get smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we would, now, if you remember, the commercial mixed-use area, that could also house some residential as well.
Above commercial.
Yeah.
Albany Market Street.
Correct, yeah. So the yellow and, so subarea 3 and 4 are both eligible to have residential units located and developed there.
Okay.
But you're correct that we're running the risk, we're taking the risk of potentially being left with development area that wouldn't allow us to utilize the current fulfillment of all the density bank.
Okay.
Now, there is an opportunity where additional parcels get added.
Sure.
And
That we see
we
to the north.
we replenish some of that sub-area too. But to be honest, I think your guess or anybody's guess is as good as ours right now, because I don't see residential being developed there in the short term. So,
Right.
yeah.
Would no sense even talking about it, it's all
Yeah,
speculation.
yeah.
Any council in the future would also have the ability to determine if they were gonna allow any annexation part or
Yeah.
whole that would grow that area to be brought in as that same classification.
Yeah, and if there is a process with the final development plan that if the city feels like the product, architecture, the green space, the density isn't right, the final development, it'll get sorted in the final development plan as well too. So.
Okay, I think I'm asking the questions just to make sure that we're not in a, that we're still have the ability to make good sound decisions and not end up with something we don't want.
I hear you loud and clear. We're asking the exact same questions internally, and I appreciate you asking it. There's two main goals. One is fill in the missing teeth along Green Chapel and create a 100-acre industrial site we can take to the market.
Okay.
In the meantime, we're essentially candidly kicking the can a little bit on the residential portion.
You'd made a comment that you're seeing the market asking for 100-acre industrial opportunities. Can you give some examples of what industrial, a lot of people confused, don't know enough of industrial versus commercial, but could you just give a few examples, Jamie, of what industrial?
Of course. No, it's a good question, because I think industrial sometimes might have a stigma of being dirty at times.
Right.
Industrial, the best example would be the beauty campus or the business park in New Albany. Let's use the beauty campus as an example, where a lot of Bath and Body Works suppliers are located. Some of them do fulfillment, assembly, packaging. Some of them make candles. There was a shoe company, advanced manufacturing.
Right.
There might be an opportunity for Intel suppliers that are providing anything from chemicals to
A durable good.
goods, any type of product like that.
Okay.
Now, what we've been skittish on is spec development, and that's kind of one of the things our company is we're very surgical about when we do spec development. So what we're really trying to do is de-risk the site, and we've talked about this a bunch about the site selection companies that I call site elimination committees that will, if we have this site zoned annex and we can answer their questions about tax abatements, utilities, demographics, logistics, location, and so on, then we could feel like we're in a good position to attract businesses to move here that are willing to make 30, 40, 50-year commitments in Johnstown. And those are the big fish that we really want to hunt. The advanced manufacturing or the biopharmaceutical companies are kind of like the darlings right now that we're really trying to go after.
Okay.
Of course, as Intel progresses, we're going to see probably 40 of their key suppliers that are going to be in close proximity to the site. It's no secret that, you know as much as I do about their timing as, as they're advancing with their development. So,
Okay.
but
Thanks for
Yeah, but
Explain.
to answer your question, we're not really targeting office space right now, for example. If we do, it would probably be, we'd love to see some more healthcare in the central market kind of grow, central Ohio market, not just Johnstown.
Right.
But when I say just separating industrial from commercial, yeah.
When you, sorry to get into the weeds, when you talk about medical, are you referring to more of, like we see, the OSU New Albany location, those types of facilities? Like when you exit Sawmill Road now, you see Mount Carmel right there at Sawmill and 270.
Yeah.
Those kinds of
I
facilities?
would say all of the above, anything medical related. And then you'll also see companies like Pharmavite, Pharmavite in New Albany right now, they make the Nature Made gummy vitamins. That's in the biopharmaceutical, somewhat medical space. And then Amgen, who makes cancer-fighting drugs, and then a facility that could potentially treat patients from, you name it, a podiatrist to a,
Okay.
So
it's all encompassing
yeah.
when we talk about medical. It's not just our traditional medical services of cold and flu, busted finger, or whatever kind of thing. It's manufacturing of medical goods as well.
Yeah, that's correct. So part of it is we can go after the markets we want to target. We also need to let the market kind of come to us and just put our best foot forward about de-risking sites.
Sounds good. Thank you. I won't ask any more questions.
No, they're all great questions. I mean, we realize that we don't have a pretty rendering to show you and say, here's what we exactly want to do. We're just taking one step at a time.
Does any other council members have any questions for Jamie? Any comments came from zoning on this one?
Nope, we got all of ours in at zoning, so I don't have any
Good.
questions, but, yeah, we were pretty thorough. We asked the same questions about the multifamily, what'll happen with that. We felt assured that, any future dealings with multifamily would have to come back to the city for approval, and we'd get the chance to talk about them then.
Okay.
Does citizens have any questions or comments on this? No? Anything else, Jimmy?
No.
Bob?
As a question for Ryan. Did zoning recommend approval?
Yes.
Ms. Monroe, you want me to read all three and just take one vote? How do you want me to do it to be?
Vote separately. There's separate legislation.
Okay.
You're accepting each one.
Okay.
Please.
So for resolution 2025-27, a resolution accepting annexation of 15.1 plus or minus acres more or less from Monroe Township, Licking County to the city of Johnstown. What is the will of council?
Motion to approve.
Second. Go ahead, Wes. Go ahead.
Second.
Bob Orsini,
Yes.
Dave Seeland,
Yes.
Ryan Green,
Yes.
Tiffany Hollis.
Yes.
Mayor Barnard.
Yes.
Wes Cobble.
Yes.
Jeff Barr.
Yes.
Resolution 2025-28, a resolution accepting annexation of 11.2 plus or minus acres more or less from Monroe Township, Licking County to the city of Johnstown. Will of council?
Public comment?
We incorporate it all, or we need to do public comment for each one?
Each one?
Is there any public comments for either of the other two?
Okay.
No for each.
Motion approved.
As written. Second.
Bob Orsini,
Yes.
Dave Seeland,
Yes.
Ryan Green.
Yes.
Tiffany Hollis.
Yes.
Mayor Barnard.
Yes.
Wes Cobble.
Yes.
Jeff Barr.
Affirmed.
Resolution 2025-29, a resolution accepting annexation of 2.4 plus or minus acres more or less from Monroe Township, Licking County to the city of Johnstown. Any public comment on this one? Okay, what is the will of council?
Pass. Recommend passing 2025-29 as written.
Second.
Jeff Barr.
Yes.
Bob Orsini.
Yes.
Dave Seeland.
Yes.
Ryan Green.
Yes.
Tiffany Hollis.
Yes.
Mayor Barnard.
Yes.
Wes Cobble.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Jimmy.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jamie.
The last item is the second reading of ordinance 05-2025, an ordinance establishing salaries for members of the Johnstown City Council that take office on or after January 1st, 2026. As per our charter, we have the right to look at salaries on odd-numbered years for obligation to look at salaries on the odd-numbered years in July to take effect for the even-numbered year, and only council members that are newly elected. So this is the salary for the council member who holds, or the salary for Johnstown City Council members who take office on or after January 1st, 2026 shall increase from $100 to $200 for each regular and special meeting of council the member attends, and that the salary for the council member who holds the office of mayor shall increase from $500 per month to $800 per month with no additional payments for attending meetings of council. Does council have any questions on this item? Okay, does the public have any questions or comments? Okay, hearing that, what is the will of council for ordinance 05-2025?
Recommend, motion to pass ordinance -05-2025 as written.
I'll second.
Jeff Barr.
Yes.
Bob Orsini.
Yes.
Dave Seeland.
No.
Ryan Green.
No.
Tiffany Hollis.
Yes.
Mayor Barnard.
No.
Wes Coble.
No.
Okay, the motion dies.
Motion fails.
Introduction of legislation, there's no new legislation. Next item on the agenda is executive session to consider the appointment of a public official. So I make a motion that we move to executive session to consider the appointment of a public official to include all of council and the applicants, with business to follow afterwards.
Second. Sorry.
I'm like, "Damn."
Both.
All right. John Barnard.
Yes.
Wes Coble.
Yep.
Jeff Barr.
Yes.
Bob Orsini.
Yes.
Dave Seeland.
Yes.
Ryan Green.
Yes.
Tiffany Hollis.
Yes.
Okay, we're going to go next door. If you guys want to stay, you can. There's nothing else on the agenda after this except for other business, so we'll go get situated, then we'll call for the first person. We're back from executive session. So, ladies, we are waiting a month to make the appointment because if we appoint tonight, then they have to reappoint. So we're waiting a month to make the appointment when the new board is created from the school. So I just want to thank you both for coming tonight. Thank you for great interviews. It was wonderful. So we will let you know if you have any desire to change your mind, you're not interested between now and then, please let us know.
Don't change mind.
Yeah, don't change right here.
It's not an option.
So we just want to let you know, and we'll let you know in a month, so. Okay. We're moving to other business. Mr. Orsini, do you have anything?
One thing, Dave, the fireworks festival, tremendous. I've lived here since 2006, so almost 20 years. That was the best 4th of July event that I've taken my family to. So thank you for your efforts. Thank you for everyone's efforts. It took a lot of people to do it, but it's worth making a specific note that it was noticeable, it was appreciated, and that's what builds communities to the next step of community and growth and development. So thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Barr?
Just want to remind council that soon the Finance Committee will start meeting on a more regular basis to prepare for our fiscal year '26 budget. All are welcome to come, obviously.
Please
and-
come.
And yes, that was the point, is to encourage you to come to those Finance Committee meetings so that we can hear your inputs, desires, questions, et cetera. So it's an as inclusive as possible process when we bring the full budget to council to vote sometime in December is when we bring that, right?
When do we redo committees? January?
January.
Okay.
Right, so
So-
the Finance Committee will,
Potentially have new people or different people?
well, for the fiscal year '26, it'll be the same people committee.
No.
Doing the budget, but then once it's enacted?
For the
Yes,
fiscal
yes,
year
yeah,
'26.
Yes, doing the committee,
budget,
but the
it'll be-
committee for next year will be different.
It could be different, absolutely. But, yeah, those meetings will probably pick up a little more steam here in a short time of early September, I would
Yes.
imagine.
Wes?
So just as a reminder, that's all. Thank you.
I don't have anything. I tack on to Bob there. Unfortunately, I was on vacation and missed the fireworks, but some of the neighbors had said how nice it was, and I'd give my kudos to you for pulling it off successfully.
Tiffany?
Nope, I have nothing.
Brian?
The only thing I had was with the annexations, when it came through zoning, we did have a conversation about our CODA board, formation, any other further meetings on that, and any other things we need to do to get that up and running. We may
I
have
thought they
some
met
things come.
already.
So that was the NCAA. So our CODA board is different, so that's.
Gotcha. Now I remember.
Yeah. So,
People are appointed by position.
so we have the board.
Yeah.
We've just not had any
Met.
organizational meetings,
Right.
and we need to really talk about that as a council.
Yep, I will have that on the agenda for next time.
Can I follow up with a question to Ryan about specifically the annexation? I think I'm the one that's, I want to make sure I understand. So it's going from 70 to 40 acres. If they wanted to build the residential units now, do they still have the, I'll say the legal backing through the PDU that they could cram 1,200 units into 40 acres?
They're gonna have a tough time, and I think Bob said it possibly. I mean, with the setbacks and all of the requirements of the property, the green space requirements, things like that, you're gonna have a very tough time. Also, zoning has to sign off on that, the CODA board, design review board, there's a couple checks and balances in that.
There's also-
They'd have a tough time to do
There's some
that.
checks and balances in there that might scale it back a little bit.
But they have a bank. They're allowed to
They have a
bank some of
density
those.
bank.
So they can, so let's just say they bought, the bank has to be within so many miles or half a mile, or there's a
Yes.
distance they have to use that
Or
bank.
contiguous, does it have to be contiguous?
I don't
can't
think it has to be
remember.
contiguous. So say they purchase more land across the street, and they say, we
About
want
a
to
golf
shift some
course,
of these.
right? The golf course
Yeah,
would
say
be
they
right next
did
to
the
it,
golf
right.
course, and they want to shift half of those units to that one, they could do that.
Okay.
But it would have to meet our zoning and everything else.
Yeah. It's gonna come back in front of zoning and council before they have to
Yes.
switch that around.
But if they-
There will be some gymnastics, though.
Yes.
I mean, from everything that I saw in that process, there's gonna be some discussion and things.
So from a zoning perspective, you feel very confident that, I mean, when I say 1,200, that's the worst-case scenario, right? Because that's the
Yes.
bank that we, if you will, agreed
Yes.
upon.
Yeah.
They're not going to, that wouldn't be good business from them, but they could, for lack of better words, say, well, you know what? We need to try to get 800 of the 1,200 in here to make it, if you will, profitable or what have you not. I mean, I know they want to build a big product, but
They
I
have-
just want some assurances that we're still in a good spot,
Yeah.
that we don't get really dense housing in 40 acres.
Yeah, they have height limits, they have setbacks, they have
There's also
definite
the time
limits.
frame, Right.
There's the
You can't
time
go from
frame.
0 to 800, there's
Yeah.
a scaling project.
Right, I
there,
remember
There's,
that.
which makes
I'm
it
confident in
difficult.
it. I mean,
Okay.
there's quite a few checks
Okay.
and balances in that system. They're gonna come back, honestly, though, I mean, they're gonna come back, and it just, it's gonna be market driven, right? With things that are happening in the market over there, and these are my thoughts, these are not just gospel, but like, with things that are happening in the market over there, you may see some things happen based on site selectors coming in, I think. But if they could sell a property, like he was saying, he was trying to free up some things in the zoning to be able to make it more marketable. So if they could sell it as a business product, obviously it behooves them to do that because they're gonna make more money and sell more land versus doing the multifamily, where they're not gonna make as much money off multifamily as you would a business.
Okay, thank you.
Anything else, Ron?
That's all I have.
Dave?
Thanks on the fireworks. Again, I said it probably about 10,000 times, but it's what my dad would have done. And, yeah, it's a good time.
Only thing I have is we have the farmer's market tomorrow. I care about the lobster truck, so the lobster truck's there. So please come, enjoy yourself. Ms. Monroe, do you have anything?
Yes, sir.
You guys? Okay. I make a motion that we adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.